I'm Jordan Boyd-Graber at the University of Maryland, and we're holding another of our quanta competitions because we believe that question answering is not a trivial activity. We think that interactive human-computer collaboration is the best way to evaluate AI, and this time we're focusing on multimodal trivia. Let me show you how this works. Shout when you know the answer to this question, the earlier the better. This person attends a celebration along with an older housemate before heading off to the east to a hotel. There he meets a mysterious stranger using a false name before traveling further east to be reunited with a relative who is working on a writing project. He joins a group of 9 heading south, leaving the home of a character who was portrayed in a film by an actor who wore a suit in another popular trilogy. Separated from the rest of the group, he then travels with a gardener to dispose of some property further east. The answer is, of course, Frodo Baggins. He shares a birthday party with Bilbo. Could you count the candles here? 111 and 33. Then he meets Stryker/Aragorn in The Prancing Pony, reunites with Bilbo in Rivendell with Elrond played by Hugo Weaving, then gets rid of the One Ring. These questions are designed to be interrupted and are meant to get easier for humans and computers as you go along. Jim and I couldn't get it right on the first clue. It thought we were talking about John Wilkes Booth. But by the end of the second clue, it had the right answer, Frodo Baggins. However, there's an additional challenge here. Just like you needed to decide when to shout out your answer, the computer needs to know when it is confident enough to shout out its answer, to buzz in, or whether it should abstain, because you've only got one shot. But we're not just interested in massive models like Gemini, we're interested in small efficient systems, and to see how well they stack up. But that's not all. We want to see how well these models explain what they're thinking to human teammates. The way this works is that humans form a team with some computer teammates. Details of how this works are in the webpage linked below. The short version is we try to keep the teams at overall similar strength. The team has to interrupt a toss-up buzzing in, like we did for the Frodo Baggins question, and then whatever team got the toss-up question right, the computer and humans work together to try to answer what we call a bonus question. Let's see how this works with another example. Given a famous historical photograph, give the state that it was taken in, for 10 points each. 2 vehicles sit nose to nose. A man reaches out with a bottle from the left, while a man reaches from the right with 2 glasses. In front of them, 2 men shake hands. When we did this at George Washington University, people in the room correctly identified this as Promontory Point. Okay, so guess from the humans?
Let's just say,
You got a 1 out of 50 chance.
California.
Where the Transcontinental Railroad met, but they didn't know what state it was in. So then we show them what the computer was thinking. It thinks that it was in Utah. So,
Utah? Yes, yeah, sure.
okay. The computer seems to be on the right track. So the team gets 5 points because the computer gave the answer. But the humans needed to know to trust the computer and to give that answer. For the second part, the human team knows that it's the Hindenburg, knows that it had its the humanity moment in the Garden State, and correctly answers New Jersey. This time, they get 10 points because they didn't need the computer's help. A large fabric. For the final question, they initially guessed New York, but the computer gives an explanation that's wrong. And the human teams know that it's likely BS, but they've got nothing better, so they go along with the computer guess, which happens to be the right answer for the wrong reasons, and they still get 5 points.
I don't love that answer.
This is where AI skills come into play. Can you tell when AI is trying to pull one over on you? Or could you build a system that does a better job of abstaining or providing good explanations that people can trust? If so, please take part in the next iteration of our Quanta competition. If you're interested in AI or trivia, we think this will be fun. You can take part by writing questions, playing on a human team, or submitting an efficient QA system. Our human-computer trivia competitions will be at the end of June 2026 in the DC area online, or next to you if you want to host a mirror tournament. Or if you have something to say about how to make question answering systems more efficient, more trustworthy, or you have something to say about evaluation of AI agents, please consider submitting your paper to our workshop. The Efficient Multimodal Questioning Workshop will be at ICML in Seoul in July 2026. We're accepting archival and non-archival papers, so if you have something at ICML, NeurIPS, or ARR, we'd love to continue the discussion about those submissions. Our goal is to start a great conversation with our keynote speakers, Siwan Min, Robin Jia, and Rinmaya Sachan. Find out more at 2026.quanta.org. Know you in Quanta, since Quanta stands for question answering is not a trivial activity.